thing is that we would suffer. This is like normally we're used to, if we're in a war, it's our troops going off, taking it put in battle, and we just sit home and we're not even rationing food or anything. We really barely realize we're in a war. This would be so different. This would be a travesty because we don't even know how to function without our power grid. We're talking about no water, no gasoline. All these things are run by electricity. Our cell phones, our ATM, our banking, our hospitals.
I was going to say hospitals are huge, getting medicine.
How are the first responders going to act? Are they going to even want to go to their job? And or are they going to be saying,
with their family?
I've got to be with my family. I have to protect my kids. I have 2 6-year-olds at home or something. And so there have been a little very little preparation for this. Even the grid drills that have been out there, there's no way they can actually do a true and proper grid drill because you need no power. And normally when they do a grid drill, they're like, okay, get over there, and then they're typing
the computer.
And they have the communication and using technology. Well, we wouldn't have that.
It's not even realistic.
So it's not realistic, no. And then what we see out there is like fear-attainment movies that kind of get us scared. And so then we're like, well, oh my God, it's just over this.
Overwhelming too, and then you sit back and you're just staring at this blank screen, and I don't even know where to go from here. I'm just, you know, you get scared and nervous, all these different fear factors that are thrown into it. But I find it really incredible that you are so passionate about this, and you're a woman, and that's what it's so incredible and amazing about it, is that you're not just a guy in a suit that works for the government or anything like that. You're a very creative and talented woman in California, and you're very well established, and this has been a calling for you and something that you want to get out there and to press and to make people aware of. So why is this such a passion for you? Why now? Why are you wanting to essentially wake up people to this situation?
Wow, because I'm a filmmaker. I mean, I'm from Hollywood, and I realize the first thing that's going to happen if I'm trying to make a film is I'm not going to have lights, I'm not going to have cameras, I'm not going to have a way to edit, I'm not going to have a way to call my actors, I'm not going to have a way to, print my scripts out. The whole thing is gone. And really, being a mom, I don't want my kids to have to go through that. First off, I don't want to have to go through it. How am I going to even take care of my family? How is my family going to, how are we going to survive in this? We just don't have the tools here. If it would be different, if maybe people, we were on the farms or something, but no. California, like, we're in cities now. In New York, we're in cities. I mean, most people congregate in cities. And the most devastating thing is that we don't know how to function. We usually go to the market to get our food. We eat in restaurants. We, buy everything with our ATM card. We're very technical in our society, so we don't know how to take care of ourselves on land anymore, nor could we in that amount of time. I mean, so many people would die before we got to that point where we were able to live back on the land again. It would just be, first off, if you don't have fresh water in the city, you're going to start to have things like cholera and disease, and our water would be contaminated. And that kind of thing right there brings in these hundreds and thousands of deaths. So there are statistics of something like that are horrible, like 7 out of 10 people. I've even heard as bad as 9 out of 10 people would not make it through this because you won't have air conditioning, you won't have medicine, you won't have food, you won't have clean water. So what do you do? So that means what, other people are going to attack you? I don't know. I mean, it's something we don't want to ever live through.